When the 1.2 V71 Detroit roars to life, it's more than horsepower. It's harmony. With twin 6-cylinder banks in a V configuration, this 2-stroke diesel powers a massive Kenworth road train. Watch as gear shifts and throttle control turn brute force into rhythm. Now this is extreme off-road engineering in action. In the blazing heat of the Sahara, a 30-ton gasoline-powered recovery truck, packing 900 horsepower, battles deep sand and brutal terrain. The Holland Africa Tour brings together 3-man K2, a 4x4, 6x6, and 8x8, each engaging in a high-stakes recovery mission. Watch as power is transferred through low gears and locking differentials, with tire pressure adjusted for maximum flotation. This isn't just brute strength, it's smart engineering under pressure. Every wheel spin, every tug through the sand, is a lesson in how machines conquer nature. The Euro 4320 plunges into deep mud, struggling against terrain that refuses to give way. Its 6x6 drivetrain and massive tires dig in, but even this powerhouse meets its match. A second truck joins the effort, hauling the Euro forward inch by inch. Thick mud splashes everywhere, coating steel and glass in a shroud of sludge. Differential locks engaged, diesel engine straining. This is raw survival in motion. You don't conquer terrain like this alone. You battle it with horsepower, teamwork, and sheer determination. Raw torque meets raw terrain. This 1970 Kenworth 953, a true workhorse of its time, takes on a rig-pulling job that demands nothing less than brute strength. With its powerful diesel engine roaring to life, it begins to move a massive oil rig structure. No small feat for a truck built over 5 decades ago. But it's not alone. Behind it, a bulldozer lends a powerful push, helping overcome the initial resistance. This combo of pull and push is key when dealing with static loads in off-grid environments. Every second counts. Tire grip, engine load, and coordination between operators must align to keep the motion smooth. This isn't just heavy hauling, it's mechanical teamwork in action. You can almost feel the ground vibrate beneath the weight. When you're stuck deep in the valley, there's no room for hesitation. A military commander steps in as a tow truck, digging into the mud with full force. This is brute force recovery. No room for whoa. At the muddy end of the winter road near Usinsk, a Kamaz sinks deep, nearly to the cab. The spring thaw has turned the ground into a trap of slush and mud. 2 heavy tracked vehicles are hitched to the front. With engines roaring and treads grinding, they pull together, inch by inch. It's not brute force alone. It's coordination, traction, and resilience. Crews monitor every cable tension and wheel slip. When the Kamaz finally lurches forward, it's a victory carved from mud and willpower. You can almost feel the relief through the camera. What a battle! When a fully loaded Scania gets stuck on a muddy incline, the Mercedes 1824 comes to the rescue. Its crane arm isn't lifting logs today, it's pulling steel. Tires spin, tension builds, but momentum wins. Sometimes it's not about horsepower, it's about who shows up when you're stuck. A Cat 745 haul truck bogs down in heavy mud, tires spinning with no grip. It's not a solo fight. Another 745 connects via tow cable, engines sink, and the tug begins. With engines thundering and wheels churning, they battle the sludge together. Sometimes you need muscle to match muscle. The car emerges straight from the river, wet, sputtering, and fighting gravity. A group gathers on the muddy slope, ropes in hand. The engine fires up, wheels spin, and slowly it claws upward. It's not just the machine. It's muscle, timing, and pure refusal to give up. This is rescue, the hard way. Sometimes brute force wears yellow. A JCB Backhoe steps in when a truck is buried nose-deep in soft earth. With its hydraulic arm locked and bucket anchored, it pulls with surprising might. The truck lurches forward. Mud flies, engines roar. That's one stubborn rescue. Welcome to the heart of military engineering, the BAT MMDK-2M, also known as BAT-ROB or BAT-2. This Soviet-era heavy-duty tracked vehicle wasn't built for show. It was purpose-made for battlefield recovery and earth-moving. Diesel engine coughs to life, supercharger spools. Hydraulic systems whir into action. You can almost feel the vibration through the speakers. It's massive tracks, ready to grind through any terrain. The cab is armored, built to withstand shrapnel and blast pressure. It's not fast, but it's unstoppable. This beast was deployed to clear minefields, flatten bunkers, and led armored convoys through no man's land. Every inch is built for survival. No wasted weight, no fragile tech. Just brute reliability and raw mechanical might. You'll notice how easily it shrugs off uneven terrain, where ordinary machines would bog down. Its sheer mass isn't a liability, it's a weapon. Even idle, it commands presence, like a dormant giant waiting to move earth and metal. As the driver engages forward gear, the vehicle's hydraulic shovels and dozer blade respond immediately. Heavy earth shifts, demonstrating the MDK-2M's original purpose: trench clearing, debris removal, and engineering support. You'll see the tracked undercarriage flex and hear the clank of metal on metal. This isn't polished museum work, it's real rugged functionality. BATM gets a final push through rough ground, mud sprays, tracks churn. Watching it move is a visceral reminder. Decades-old machines like this were built for the harshest conditions and still impress today. If you love mechanical endurance, battlefield legacy, and mechanical theater, this is your show. When a machine like this wakes, you don't just see power. You feel history moving. In the middle of the jungle, a man stands waist-deep in a muddy trench, carefully placing a wooden plank over the hole. It's the only way to get this massive tanker truck across. With no bridge, no detour, and rain turning roads into quicksand, the team relies on pure resourcefulness. This is Guyana's Lethem-Linden Trail during the worst flood disaster in 50 years. Watch as the driver slowly aligns the tire with the plank, just one tire. One wrong move, and it's over. The tanker inches forward, guided by nothing but a plank barely wider than the tire. On one side, soft mud. On the other, a drop deep enough to flip the whole rig. A man stands ahead, signaling slowly. No GPS, no drones, just instinct and trust. The truck creaks, wobbles, and keeps going. You hold your breath with every turn of the wheel. Even the second truck waits meters behind, knowing this plank must hold before they risk it. This isn't adventure, it's survival. If you've ever wondered what real overlanding means, this is it. This is Devil's Hill, where progress feels impossible and every inch forward is earned. One truck gets stuck, its rear sunken deep in the muddy slope. But instead of giving up, the team acts. The lead truck reverses, attaches a tow chain, and begins pulling. You can hear the strain in every reverend. Then, watch closely. One man quickly rolls an object under the rear wheels, building makeshift traction with spare tire rims. It's not fancy, but it works. This is field-level engineering, real problem-solving under pressure. The road itself is barely a path. Deep ruts, slippery clay, and no room for error. One wrong move and you're stuck for hours. Or worse, sliding backwards. This isn't just a transport route. It's a battle against terrain, weather, and time. Machines and men are exhausted, but still moving forward, centimeter by centimeter. And that's what makes it incredible. You're not watching a breakdown. You're watching resilience, endurance, and mechanical teamwork in motion. This is what it looks like when nothing but willpower keeps you going.
Jetzt geht's bergauf. Schlimmer wie bergauf. Wesentlich schlimmer.
Far from highways and city lights, a brutal test of machine and man unfolds in the wilds of Brazil. The day starts in chaos. A narrow dirt path, soaked from tropical rains, has transformed into a thick swamp. Trucks, large and small, stand no chance alone. In this scene, a crawler tractor, built more for battlefields than roads, leads the charge. First, it uses its heavy blade to scrape layers of mud, carving a path through the jungle's stubborn grip. It's not just clearing the way, it's paving hope. The mud is knee-deep in some spots. If a man steps in the wrong place, he could sink up to his thighs. Every movement is a gamble. One misstep, and an entire convoy could be stuck for days. Time seems to stretch, each minute soaked in sweat and tension. The jungle watches in silence, as if holding its breath. Every foot forward feels like wrestling the earth itself. Boots are swallowed whole, but the mission pushes them on. Each sound is amplified. The crunch of twigs, the splash of mud, the metallic groan of straining engines. No one slows down. They know the longer they stay, the worse the terrain becomes. Humidity clings to their skin like an extra layer of clothing. This isn't just hard work, it's a test of human and machine endurance. A cable is then attached to a massive tanker truck. It's a tense moment. Both machines roar. The crawler pulls, blade down for traction. The truck revs hard, wheels spinning violently in the sludge. The sound of struggle fills the air, like two beasts fighting gravity and time. And slowly, miraculously, the tanker begins to move, inch by inch. That's not just horsepower, it's willpower. Mud sprays in all directions, covering windshields, doors, and even the men standing nearby. Communication is all done through hand signals and shouting. Radios are useless in this noise. Forward, always forward, centimeter by centimeter. There's no GPS, no help center, no turning back. These drivers are mechanics, engineers, and adventurers rolled into one. Trucks get stuck for hours, even days. And yet, they don't give up. The team refuels from barrels. They inspect engines, improvise repairs, shout directions. Every hand on deck, every decision urgent. Tires are deflated to increase surface grip. Some drivers walk ahead barefoot, testing the ground. Logs, rocks, even old tires are thrown under wheels to create makeshift traction mats. Everything smells of diesel, wet earth, and sweat. The air is thick with tension. Smoke belches from both engines. The ground shakes. And as the last wheel clears the pit, the men erupt in cheers. Bah! The trucks don't stop. They can't afford to. Rain clouds are forming again, and the next trap waits ahead. This isn't logistics. It's survival. This is Brazil's mud war. A long line of trucks waits on a jungle trail, some loaded with cargo, others nearly empty, but all stuck behind one obstacle, a mud-choked section that swallows tires and tests patience. The lead truck edges forward. It's the first to challenge the pit, Jones. The driver rocks the vehicle gently, moving back and forth to find grip. He guns the engine, then eases off. Again. And again. Finally, the truck lunges forward, surging out of the first rut. Cheers erupt. One down. No, but it doesn't last. Just ahead, the trail dips again. The soft earth gives way. The front wheels sink. There's no traction left. The truck stops. Mud clings to everything. Boo! The rest of the convoy waits. Engines idling. Everyone watching. Smoke curls from the exhaust as the driver cuts the engine and climbs out to inspect the damage. Oh, this isn't just a bad road. This is a test of endurance. Every meter won is hard fought. Every mistake costs hours. And in this jungle, nature always makes the rules. Out here, roads are a rumor, and mud is a guarantee. One truck enters a stretch riddled with pits and uneven terrain. It bounces, tilts, struggles. Within seconds, it's stuck. Its rear wheels spinning in place, buried in soft earth. No time to waste. A larger support truck fires up and charges in. Every second the smaller truck stays stuck, the mud grips tighter. Engines scream as horsepower meets resistance. Within moments, a tow cable is secured. The pull begins, sudden, aggressive. The trapped vehicle lurches forward, tires groaning under strain. It's messy, it's loud, but it works. These roads don't forgive. Every crossing is a test of timing, traction, and teamwork. Beneath the roar, there's a quiet pride, making the impossible possible. And in Brazil's wild backroads, this is just another day on the job.
Rapaz, qual é que não vai?